Thank you very much. Thank you, Principal, for a wonderful invite. Thank you very much. I also want to welcome all the alumni. You honor us by coming back and sharing what you have succeeded. And in a way, I'm also an alumni. I graduated from here 35 years ago. And one of the schools here, WGSHA, whenever Chef Tiru, or even before him, the previous principal, they invite me, I get invited a lot. I always turn a lot of the other institutions down, but when WGSHA invites me, I always accept. But it's such a delight to see all of your students, so entrepreneurial. And I just want to, I think I have like 10 minutes. I just want to mention one quick thing. Way back 35 years ago, actually 40 years ago now, I actually wanted to be a chef. And I wanted to join the catering school in Mumbai. And I had gotten my admission there. And this thing about Indian culture, this thing called mothers, they came in and said, "What are you doing? Go do engineering." I was like, "Fine, I'll go do engineering." And I did. I came to Manipal and MIT and I studied engineering. I hated it. I just want to mention. And then I went to the US and I did everything else which Chef Tiru said. And sometimes I forget what all I've done. But what has been consistent is I've been trying to follow my heart. I think one of the introductory talks, they mentioned you have to follow your heart and take risks. And there's a sailing, if you sail, there's a cliche that you have to keep tacking, meaning you keep changing directions every so many feet to get to your goal. So I have done that unknowingly. I've done so many different things. I keep forgetting what all I've done. But eventually, I ended up at Boston at Howard Med School for 20 years. I was a faculty there. And I was writing textbooks on orthopedic surgery. And I had written a book on Hindu prayers, just to balance it out. And then I took an early retirement, sort of. I was tired of, even Harvard can be stifling after 20 years. I came back to my alma mater here, Manipal, to give back to what I have already experienced. Because the key part is, and like your alumni are doing, is to come back and share with the younger minds what is out there and what are the things which drive you towards that success. Okay? It's not just the book knowledge. You have to take the risks. Some of the laboratories, some of the facilities here at MAHE, and particularly at WGSHA, are spectacular. They're the best in the world. I'll tell you, we don't have those kind of facilities even at Harvard. Okay? And so you have all the resources provided to you. You have only one job: excel. Very simple. You just have to excel in whatever it is you are doing. And we are going to come back here. All the alumni have come back here to share their journeys with you. But ultimately, all that we are looking for is you to excel. And I'll give you a few anecdotes. First, let me just mention to you some of the resources we have assembled here at MAHE to help you in that entrepreneurial journey and success. We're the only university where we actually have an idea cafe. It's not a cafe for coffee. We have an idea cafe. It's in the marina. It's beautifully set up. And the first thing people say is, "Where's the coffee?" I'm saying, no, this is not a cafe for coffee. It's a cafe for ideas. This is a place where you have to come in and brainstorm and come up with great ideas and concepts. And you can take that forward. That's the beginning step. After that, we have an innovation center on the MIT campus. Remember, it's a MAHE facility. And if you want to try things, we will help you. We have an incubator, 2 different incubators on campus, a bio incubator and a technology incubator. We can support you there. And some of your own alumni who are actually, like, I think there's a girl, Shalini, who is having a food truck. Binjard, probably many of you know about that. Some of you have worked there. We even supported her with like a Nidhi grant. So even not just while you are here, even after you graduate, we have different types of fellowships available and support mechanisms available to help you and to hold you, to give you a little fellowship in that entrepreneurial journey. Okay, so these are some of the things I wanted to mention to you, that we have all these resources. You just have to make the effort to actually do it. So one of the things I know, Chef Tiru, he's very entrepreneurial. He's, again, organizing this entrepreneurial day. Last semester, a few months ago, by the way, we conduct a lot of hackathons for medical schools and technology schools a lot. And the last hackathon we conducted, your Ministry of Bakery actually came and set up shop in the Idea Cafe, and all the desserts were sold out in like 2 hours. And the key there was they have to come and sell their products. We could have easily sponsored that bakery event because we sponsor the hackathon for 4 days. Every day there's a different snacks or something we provide. But that particular day we said, no, the students from WGSHA have to come put up the counter. There's a beautiful counter ready for you there, and they have to actually sell it. And somebody has to buy it. Because in that simple act of selling and buying, you understand your true worth. You actually understand that whatever you are creating, there's somebody there who's willing to pay money for it. And when that some other person buys that, actually gives you hard cash for it, that's the greatest success you feel. Like, oh my God, I created something and somebody actually is paying me money to buy that. So we want to give you more opportunities for it. So I think I'd mentioned it to Chef Thiru, but we have a beautiful innovation center. It's a beautiful lobby, and of course it's on the MIT campus. And between 10 and 10:30 and 3 and 3:30 in the afternoon, there are like 3,000 or 4,000 students mulling outside. Can we open a little coffee shop run by the students and a little dessert inside the innovation center? I will give you. I will change the lobby, make it a very posh place. You have to take the risk of the food. I will give you the location, and you come, sell. Right? It's not a commercial venture, but that act of selling. Try different things. Your facilities here have great kitchens and ovens. Some of your faculty can lead by saying, can we start a cookie business part-time? The university, and I was involved in this when I first came from Boston, we brought in the Harvard faculty entrepreneurship policy. We have entrepreneurship policy at Harvard, also at Google, Stanford, the same policy. We brought it here to MAHE. So now a MAHE faculty can literally take 1 day a week off and work on their own business projects. We give you that, and the Vice Chancellor signed it. So not many of our faculty even realize that policy exists. And we encourage all our faculty also, because you guys are all great chefs in your own right, great leaders, somewhere you come from great hotel backgrounds. Come and show the students how to do entrepreneurship. Let's not just tell them about entrepreneurship. Let's show them, let's model the way that we can do entrepreneurship this way. And whatever you guys want to do, we will support. We will support in whichever way we can, and we'll support you doing that. The last point I want to mention is practice. I was a long distance runner. I still am, though my distances are now much shorter. I blame it on the weather here. It's too hot, but not last month or so. Well, last month or two, it's been too wet. So I always have an excuse, right? It's too hot, it's too wet, it's too dry, I'm getting too old, I'm too tired, and blah. But I still try to run. And as a runner, I tend to get very stiff. I'm inflexible. I can't reach my toes and this and that. And to improve I'm a marathon runner, by the way. And to improve my running, 10 years ago, old lady, 75 years old, she said, Arun, you need to do yoga. I said, really? And she said, guess how old I am? I said, you must be 55. She said, no, I'm 75. And I was like, what happened? She said, yoga. That's why I'm so spritey. And she could do all the asanas and very flexible and blah, blah, blah. So I started yoga. And I could not reach my toes with my fingertips. And I was complaining to my instructor. She's a great Hatha yoga instructor. And she said, Arun, the goal of yoga is not really to get your toes and your fingertips to meet, or to go to that Chandrasana or the Shirsasana or whatever. The goal of yoga is actually to just practice yoga every day. So it doesn't matter what you can do. The fact that you are getting in every day and practicing to get your toes to your fingertips to your toes, that itself makes you a better yogi. The end result, once you can touch your toes, you're done. There's nothing more to do. So the art of yoga is really the practice of yoga. Same thing with entrepreneurship and innovation, I tell you. You have to practice innovation. You have to practice this entrepreneurship. So the opportunities we give you at MAHE, opportunities with the principal, Chef Thiru, has provided you in the school here, is for you to practice entrepreneurship. And as these alumni will show you, point you the way, what they have done without all these resources. But we are giving you all these resources. Practice it. If you have some idea for some great cuisines, great pizza, you want to have a pizza delivery system, or a cookies and cakes you want to make, do it, practice it, and we'll work with your institution and see how we can get that for you. So practice is the key. Okay. And the one last point, last night I got in late, like 3 in the morning from Mumbai. I was at academic enclave with the New Zealand consulate. And we were discussing about the opportunities we can provide for our students. So one of the big universities there is MAHE University. It's great in agriculture and food technology. And I know that's not something we had. We have a great culinary school and we have a nutrition program, and I told them that, and they will be visiting you, Chef Thiru. But one thing, they have already got a commitment from them last night was that they will take 5 to 10 of our students from nutrition or from a culinary school who want to do an internship in food technology, where you actually take your learning forward into the food processing and technology business. They will give you 3 to 6 months fellowships, and you don't have to pay anything for that internship. So they will provide that starting from May, because we're just trying to set up all this thing. So I just want to share that with you, because even if I'm in Mumbai doing something, as I'm always thinking about how we can help our young entrepreneurs here. So again, congratulations. Welcome to all our alumni. Congratulations to all the students. You've already taken a big risk of joining this program. Great program. Take the next risk of becoming entrepreneurs. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.